I'm Glenna Withington for Rambler Report. Loyola Sister Jean shares 100 years of knowledge, how students are impacted by an international conflict, plus the Chicago's mayor's race is on to a runoff.
The luck of the Irish is here. I'm Lucas Kim for Rambler Report. St. Patrick's Day is upon us, and nobody knows how to do it better than Chicago. Dyeing the Chicago River green started in 1962, when sewage workers had to identify and trace illegal chemical dumping. That made people realize that dyeing the river could be a fun event for the city. The same year, they released 100 pounds of dye into the river. Nowadays, they only use 40 pounds. Every year, members of the Plumbers Union Board tug boats to release 40 pounds of dye into the river, prompting people from all over the world to flock to Chicago. Everybody in Chicago loves St. Patrick's Day, wouldn't you? You can see the river dyeing on Saturday, March 11th at 10 a.m. The best place to see it is on Upper Wacker Drive between Columbus Drive and Wabash Avenue. And other cities are green with envy over our celebration. That's all for Rambler Report. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
It's the end of the home season for the Ramblers. They lost to the Rhode Island Rams Wednesday night 79-77 in a rough and tumble game. The game was tied at 77 with 2 seconds left, but a last-second foul by Philip Alston cost Loyola the game. Loyola will play one more regular season game Saturday at LaSalle and will head to Brooklyn for the A-10 basketball tournament on Tuesday.
Not all spring break trips are spent relaxing on the beach. Some Loyola students are reflecting on what they learned from spring break in Israel and Palestine. I was among 22 students who were part of a campus ministry delegation that learned firsthand about the ongoing conflict. For sophomore Thomas Crabtree, the trip taught him not only about Israel and Palestine, but also about himself.
You get exposed to a lot of amazing things, and you get challenged, and you get pushed, and you grow.
The trip lasted 10 days, and students explored the Golan region, Ramallah, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, along with many more places. Seeing these places wasn't easy, but Crabtree has no regrets.
It was an experience that I wouldn't ever change. It was perfect, even though it was difficult.
And I would have to agree, Thomas. Application for next year's trip will open in the fall.
I'm Chloe Morrissey. Have you ever heard of Peeps flavored Pepsi? Neither had we. We finally got our hands on the limited edition flavor and went out to ask Loyola students exactly what their thoughts were on the drink. Some initial reactions weren't great.
I mean, it's not terrible.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yet some really seemed to enjoy the drink.
Cheers. I like it.
So good. Give it a 7 because it's still kind of weird, but it's not terrible.
I'd rate it like a 6 out of 10.
About a 9.
8, 7.
The Peeps have spoken, and with a final verdict of 7 out of 10, it might be worth trying before it's gone.